We also do have our Google Meet meeting up and running. So if you wish to join us there, you can find a link at stnydmr.net. So we'll see you folks in just about 5 minutes there. This is WQFTH. WQFJH, bringing up the STNY Digital Voice Net on Brave House Talk Group, 367, Wires X from 83721, and live stream to Google Meet and YouTube. The primary purpose of the STNY Digital Voice Net is to foster an active digital voice community in the southern tier of New York and to provide a forum for those that are interested or have questions regarding various digital voice topics. Well, it's primarily for those out here. All stations are more than welcome to check in. This net meets weekly on Sundays at 7 p.m. For more information about this net, please visit stnydmr.net. This net will prioritize short time, mobile, in and out, or emergency power stations. We currently do have 4 other stations checked in with net longer, so the network can recognize N2QFT Mail, K3BYC Call, NRA Cliff, and W2 KDC Dennis. Our when checking in, please recall sign your name and your location. So let's first take a standby for any stations that are short time, mobile, in and out, or emergency power. Please call now. This is NE2W, headed in New York. Checking in. Hey, there, I was just about to key up again. Were you short time this evening, or were you just looking to check in? Check in. You got me curiosity peaked about this topic tonight. Over. Okay, very good there, Ed. All right, let's open up for any station that would like to check the STNY digital website this evening. Please call now. November 3 Delta, Quebec Delta, Ray, Beaver, Beaver County, Pennsylvania. W2, FJH. This is N3OJP Mick, Beaver County, Pennsylvania. All right, we also have N3DQD Ray and N3OJP Mick. Were there any other stations joining this evening? Please come out. W. Gary. NCB, Paul, how do we go? Or Kanataka, whichever you prefer. All right, and we also have WD8PRS Gary and N2NCD Paul. Gary, at least the call signs are familiar to me. I think it's your first time on the net, so welcome aboard there, and thanks for joining. All right, let's kick things off. If there's any announcements for the net this evening, please call now. All right, no announcements. Let's move into questions. If there's any questions for the net this evening, please call now. All right, nothing heard there either, so we will move in for comments. The next topic this evening is your thoughts on the new Shark RF mic, spelled M1KE. And I do apologize. I think it was Dennis, W2KDC, that gave us that topic, but we'll have to actually go back and check my notes there. But it was a few weeks ago, we had that topic discussion, and I did pull it from there. I just wanted to give credit to the right person. So if I am mistaken, please correct me along the way there. So, all right, top of my list here is M2QFD. Now, how's your week? Hey Frank, good evening to the net. Pretty good week not so bad. We did not go into the clubhouse here. H3 had an open house for the DX sideband contest going on. Still haven't heard a report yet on how they did, but looking forward to hearing that. Here we were mostly fine-tuning things with the Raspberry Pi that I used for to get below 20 degrees. So I give it a little doghouse to hopefully stabilize the microclimate in there from the CPU heat. Integrated products are how it goes in now. So pretty cool. It looks like it combines a lot of features of the hotspot with what we would traditionally call a transceiver, if I'm looking at it correctly. And just looking forward to hearing input about the net. So we'll turn it back to you, and to QFD. Good there, Melanie. I did see you posted something on 7.3 about the doghouse there. I didn't get a chance to take a peek at the picture yet, but I hopefully will after the net here. So, all right, next on the list is K3 BYC. Carlson, how's your week?
This is BYC, Carlton in Darlington, Maryland. Good evening, Frank. Thanks for taking that. Good evening to everyone who's checked in. Been having a good week. A little cooler today, but it looks like we're heading into spring, and hopefully the temperature will follow the calendar. Regarding the M1KE from OpenSpot, we talked about that before. I know a few people who have it. I think we've got at least one person who's checked into that who has one. Uh, the earlier versions of OpenSpot were devices which were combined with radio, which could go straight through originating your mode and going straight through, or having cross mode like we do with our Raspberry Pis. For the M1KE, you do not use radio with it. It is a self-contained straight into the mode. I understand you have 10 different. I understand there are 10 different profiles with your modes or your cross modes. Basically, you set them up and you go in directly. There's no crossing. You go directly into the mode. Others can confirm that for me there. Uh, and of course, for some of the statewide nets that keep saying you can't use this for brand mixture on a statewide net, and of course, I have explained before, they don't want cross voting and they don't want anyone passing the brandmeister security protocols. My contention is, as I said before, is that as long as you're properly logged into your brandmeister account with your security password, I believe that that's okay. But anyway, that's another argument. I think it's a good device. Again, it does not combine with the radio. It is self-contained, and it's just on the internet device. I think it's fantastic. That's all I have for now. Everyone have a great week coming up. This is K3 BYC. Back to Net Control.
Hey, thank you for Carlson. And yeah, I did look back at my notes real quick there, and thank you for the net topic because I almost gave it away there. So, all right, next on my list. Oh, just by the way, we did have another station check into the net level, so the one would like to recognize KA2YRA Steve. Right next on the list is N2NRA Clip. How was your week?
This is Cliff from Beverly. Good to hear everybody on the net. Don't know much about the Shark RF device there, but interesting to listen to it. 12 degrees this morning, more cold mornings coming this week, I guess, and unfortunately daylight savings time is going to start on a 9th of March here. And a question for Frank.
And yeah, I'm actually going to have to try to ask the X12. She actually knows a little bit more about that. I didn't know that. I thought Grand Union and Aldi's would have a little competition and see eventually who wins there because they're two grocery stores right next to each other almost. And Grand Union I know has also they kind of gave up before Aldi's even opened it up. So I think they closed on March 1st. And so the Grand Union's closed down there, and so we're down to one grocery store for the region, and soon all these will be opening up, and we'll be back to two grocery stores. So, all right, next on the list is W2PDC. Dennis, how's your week?
Hi, Frank, and everyone on the net. I had a real good week. Didn't do anything outstanding, but I didn't get in any trouble either. So if I don't get in trouble, I can consider that a good week. Uh, as far as the M1KE, I have never physically seen people on randomly talking on their M1KE. Uh, seems like a neat device. I would probably have one if I had a spare $400. They're like $379 plus shipping. But right now, the hotspot's on my 578 or 878. But neat device. The only comment I have against it is the clear plastic case makes it look kind of gadgety or cheap to me. W2KDC control.
Hey, very good there, Dennis. And yeah, I did look at the price of it. And it's basically about the price of a nicer DMR radio. But I could see it for travel. And you bring up a good point that the clear plastic case might be good for travel. This way you don't have to bring a hotspot and radio and Wi-Fi on your phone or go off of a hotel Wi-Fi or no, actually you still try to use the Wi-Fi your phone to connect on the Wi-Fi with it. But yeah, the clear plastic case, it's not like a metal case or something that might be more durable. It is the plastic case. I'll have to, as I mentioned, I've never held one or seen one, so but I'd be questioning on the plastic piece too as well. So if it drops in your pocket or something, is it going to get cracked or damaged or something like that? How durable is it? So, all right. Before I get to my STNY digital voice, let me take a quick standby for any additional stations you'd like to check in this evening. Please call now.
Kilo Delta 3 Alpha Juliet November, Anna, Beaver County.
All right. And then everybody's recognized TD3AJN Anna. All right. Moving on to my everyone on the net this evening. The week was all right, kind of a quiet week. The last week of February, finally got some warmer weather to help melt the ice that we had here from the previous week. It was not really safe. So glad to see that's gone, and looking for. I like the yeah, the radio looked in features than the rapid radios that we talked about previously. Kind of neat to have all those features rolled in one. Uh, but then I was shocked by the price. I guess a lot of electronics is going to cost a lot unless you get into the case where you just make a lot of them, a large quantity, and then it's just cookie cutter. You know, the cost to get the first one out is very expensive. Not designed to get the design, but then to set up the procurement, the parts, the assembly, and all of that. But like a lot of things, once you get that going, it works. The auto industry is very much that way. Uh, the first car costs a huge amount of money, but if you can crank out 3,000 of them, you make some profit. But if you can crank out 6,000 of them, those extra 3,000 almost profit. That's where it really soars. But anyway, checking out. I'm fascinated. The only other thought I had was the software's in there. It seems like a smartphone and get the same thing, but I just put the software app if somebody's inclined to do that. Thank you, Frank. This is anytime.
Hey, thanks, Ed. And that's what I was also considering too. The cost of the device is quite expensive, and if I was trying and for those that don't know, Deutsch are I'm not sure if they still are on iPhones. There used to be a workaround for iPhone, at least for Android devices. It's an application on your phone that you can use your phone and you can talk to it. You can transmit and receive. But you basically have to use your phone as a both a hotspot and a transmitter. There's no radio involved, so to some it might be cheating. But yeah, for the $350, $379 cost, it's hard to justify when I have my phone in my pocket, almost all the time, anyways. There, so yeah, very good there. So, all right, moving on to my next station, I have N3DQD. Ray, how's your week?
Yeah, W2FJH and 3DQD. My week was pretty good. Incomparably exciting, except when I shared this with you, I had a Bofang battery blow apart, and in the process, of course, it blew off the radio. The battery had no charge, so it was all safe that way, and it didn't leak or anything. It just blew apart. And on the subject of the M1K, I know someone that tried one and used it, of course, with the app that it comes. I heard one actually on the Pennsylvania statewide net the other day, and I was surprised how loud it was. It was quite loud. I'm surprised actually somebody didn't say anything about it. I'm currently using a clear node with an analog radio, but it converts bridges. So apparently that's okay to use that type of device. And clear node makes the competing device it's really fun. You either get All-Star with D-Star with the M1K, so I can't seem to get it all together in one. read though that you can hook a D-Star dongle to a Windows device on D-Star, but I've not tried that. In fact, this is in 3D.
And maybe in the comments after the net here, if anybody has any information on that, if they ever tried to statewide on Droidstar recently. Last I knew it worked. I haven't had any hands-on experience with the clear mode, but I do also know that the All-Star nodes are also a very popular way of getting around it. Is analog. It's not just not digital voice, but it is digital in the sense of it's transmitting over the internet analog signals. Analog signals converted to digital back to analog on the other side. It's just kind of an internet. As far as I know, but also uses analog, but it uses the basic analog repeaters and stuff like that together. So, also, it's another topic, if anybody is experienced with D-Star and had any net topics, please let me know. I haven't had too much experience with D-Star as well. So, all right, next on my list is NBOJP. Mick, how was your week?
Good evening, Frank. Everybody on the net. It's pretty good. Uneventful, which is good. I have a couple of things to do around here. We had some rain. We had a little rain the other day, but fortunately, that wasn't snow. We had a real mess. Was able to use the DJ MD5 for a long time. And on the one computer, I couldn't get the GPS to connect to. It wouldn't phone. Some of the stations really have a sharp audio to them. So what I wanted to do is change the volume setting on the link over here, so I have a little more control. I've barely had it turned it up in these stations to become blasting in. So I made it a whole lot better. The new Shark device, I don't know too much about it, other than I learned good things. Let me say that. I got the Shark RF OpenSpot Pro 4, and it's pretty good. I really liked it. Unfortunately, I dropped it. My right hand's a little bit numb, and the case of this Shark RF OpenSpot Pro 4 is always kind of tastes like a bar of soap. And sure enough, I dropped it. It hit the floor, and it just right, and the case popped open, which kind of surprised me. And there's two pins on there, one for turn it on and off, and one pin for the one. The one pin can't use for the Wi-Fi. There's like a little metal clip that fits over it on the circuit board and try to put it on. And you know what? I figured I'm just going to send it back and get it done. So it's in New Jersey, the repair facility. But that was in late January. I keep checking with them, and they finally started working on it. So hopefully it's going to be done soon. So I don't know if they're experiencing a backlog, not enough people working there, or what. I don't know. But that's about all I know, Frank. I'll turn it back to you. W2FJP.
Hey, thanks, Mick. Yeah, I know we were supposed to work on the Lingo, or no, so the TYT was the one we were supposed to work on. I do know going into Windows 11, I think I might have experienced the same problem you have. Some of my connection cables there, for going from the cable one into USB,
They don't work anymore. I forget the exact message that comes up in Device Manager, but it basically says that it's not supported. And I want to say it was like a NTFI or something cable. Honestly, it was an Amazon purchase of a Battlefield cable, um, and so far that has worked for my the iPhone 878 and also the BTEC 6X2 Pro that I'm talking on right now. They actually don't have a chip on the USB line, so those ones work fine with Windows 11 or everything. It's the other DMR radios, the cheaper ones. They actually have a chip on there that's actually controlling the serial port there, and a lot of the ones that they got with the radio, they don't seem to want to work on Windows 11. So um, I forget. I'd have to double check to see if it's NTFI. I think it might be, or something along those lines. But I've tried that with a few of my the Radiosity GD88 and or the the GD88. A few of them, and they actually seem to work fine with that cable. But the other ones don't. They don't want to work anymore. And luckily enough, the cable on Amazon is like $10. You know? So just FYI, my own experience. Your results may vary, so don't hold me accountable to that. but just something to try there. So. All right. Before I get to the next section, this is going to be QFJ8 with the STNY digital voice net. Let's see if there's any to check in this evening. Please call up. All right, other heard, so we'll continue on down the list to WD8 and PRS. Gary, how was your week?
WD8 PRS. Good evening, everybody. And glad to be on here. Talking about the shark, I'm not very familiar with it. I'm very new into this. And myself, I'm on a Atom 878, and I have a Zoom spot, or I was Zoom or Zoom spot, whatever it's pronounced at. Related. By the way, I only live about 24 miles from where the Atom is being held now, so that's handy for me. But other than that, that's about all I have to say. But good evening, everyone.
Hey, very good there, Gary, and welcome aboard to, you said you're new, to DMR. It's a fun topic, and FYI, too, you can find a lot more information about this net at STNY. To YouTube, and we also do a Discord channel and a few other things, and or just do a little more about the net. So welcome aboard, and thanks for joining us. All right, next on the list is N2NTV.
Hello again, Frank and all, N2NTV here. Well, I didn't make the net last week because we just kind of gotten back from spending the weekend in New Jersey and southern part of Delaware. And then the rest of the week was, I think we had one day that we didn't have to get up early. A little busy week that way. I think Friday. Friday was nothing going on. But in any event, we made it through. And today just did a little this and a little that. Being windy. The sun was nice for a while, but being windy out, there's no sense in being outside, especially when it was, I don't know, 23 or 24 degrees. So
As far as what that topic, never heard of it. I guess I'll have to research that to see what this is all about. Uh, but the price tag gets a little scary that way. And with that, we'll turn it back to Frank. Take care, all into it.
Hey, very good, Paul. Yeah, me and the wife kind of did mostly the same thing there. We got off to church this morning, and well, yeah, that wind was brutal. I was trying to hurry into church there with Lily so that she didn't get too cold. But otherwise, we mostly stayed in today. It was just again, too cold outside for the nice warm weather we've been having, and I'm hopeful to get back up in those 40s and 50s again. That was pretty nice. So, right, next on my list is KA2YA. Steve, how was your week? Nothing heard on my end, but we'll give it another go there. I know Steve did come in through Netwalker, so hopefully he is tuned in to this talk group right now. But we're going to go KA2YRA. Steve, you have the floor. All right, another word from Steve. I have reached the end of my list, so this is WTFJH with the STNY Digital VoiceNet. Let's take a standby for any additional stations that would like to join this evening. Please come out. All right, another nerd there, so let's open up for any additional stations or any stations that have checked in with additional comments, questions, or concerns. Please go on up.
32 KDC with some additional information.
WTKC, Dennis, fire with a question there, or your comments there.
Just two quick things, Frank. First, you mentioned DroidStar before and said you weren't sure if it worked with iOS. DroidStar does run on iOS. I've used it on my iPhone, and it works pretty well. You also, someone mentioned that maybe the software from the M1KE, somebody that got creative could make an app out of it. Put it on an iPhone. The Shark RF people have an app that you get when you buy the OpenSpot 4 Pro, which lets you use your phone as a radio with your phone and the hotspot going back to your phone. I guess it's kind of redundant. It would go from the phone to the M1, or phone to the Shark RF hotspot, and then back to your phone. Or maybe the app would just bypass those my comments, and that'll be it for the evening. Thank you for having the net tonight, Frank. So we do KDC back to net control.
Hey, thanks, sir, Dennis. And yeah, good to know that they still have the iOS version of that rolling there. And I believe it was Ed, NE2W, that made a comment about the app there. So I'll hand it over to Ed there if he had any additional comments on the topic.
Okay, okay, Frank. I tried using the Star app on my phone. It's been redone by somebody, and when I first brought it up, I was able to hear, but now it doesn't. It dropped out. I don't. Maybe I need a newer version or something. No, it was just a thought. The software's the software, and you know, reverse engineered, if you will, and it just seemed it was pretty remarkable that it had all of the different modes, not just DMR, but D-Star and well, the whole list. Back to you, Frank, this is NE2W.
All right, sounds good there, Ed. And yeah, after the next year, I'll also test to see if George or at least before the past, I did do the statewide talk groups, but I know Brandmeister has been changing some things there, on their networks. So maybe it doesn't work anymore, but I'll test after the net here, just out of curiosity, to see if it works on like the New York statewide talk group there. If I transmit off my phone, I should be able to hear it off of my radio or something like that, and I'll know that hey, I'm actually getting out there. But that's also just an option for the folks that were saying that they can't transmit on statewide talk groups. I know it's not the same. I know people like their own personal preference, but just as an alternative for that. So, all right, this is WTFH with the STNY Digital Voice Net. Any additional stations or any station that I've checked in with any more comments, questions, or concerns, please come out. All right, no, there. I still have a to-do from N2NRA Clip to go ask the wife when all these is opening up, but I will get back to you next week with that. So, all right, we might as well wrap things up here then. So I'd like to thank Al, Carlton, Cliff, Dennis, Ed, Ray, Nick, Gary, Paul, and Steve for joining us this evening. We'll be returning this talk group after normal amateur radio use. Everybody have a great and safe week there. This is WTFJH, and I'll be listening.